Dance itself is a form of storytelling, isn't it? And I mean, with movements and gestures conveying meaning and emotion without the need for words. When combined with visual elements, the storytelling potential is further amplified, allowing for a more nuanced and layered narrative to unfold. Without Limits is a production that will be performed by the UJ Arts and Culture Faculty under Choreographer Fana Tshabalala's leadership at the Vrystaat Kunstefees, taking place from the 2nd to the 6th of July. To tell us more, Fana Tshabalala and the UJ's marketing manager, Lakin Morgan-Baatjies, join us now in studio. A very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Morning. Thanks for having us.
Good stuff.
Thanks so much.
Great having you this morning. I'm going to start with you, Fana.
Yeah,
so what inspired the concept of Without Limits, where dance meets visual storytelling?
Yeah, the concept, it was proposed by the UJ, and they said to me, we have this idea of fusing video, dance and music, because you know that lately it's all about for IR, so we wanted to explore this avenue and said, oh, this is an opportunity, I need to explore it as well. And then we came up with the story of a young boy who grew up in the village, who wanted to go to the city. And when he went there, only to find out things are not the same, because in the city things are super strict, and he finds himself in a financial world where things are super strict. There's no room for improvisation. He misses home. Constantly there's this idea, I want to be home, I want to be free, I want to be outside. And then he started creating all this space in his head. We don't know whether he's living in his head or it's actually happening. That's where you see the last section. It's about being outside, being in the nature. So that's what we did, and then we fused with the video and the music and everything.
Yeah, it leads to my next question. The fusion or the nexus or the intersection of dance and storytelling, how does it find expression in the production?
Everything, it's married. So the dance relies on the video and then the music as well and the lighting as well. Everything comes together. I think it's the first time going this deep in terms of the merging of the video and the dance. So everything is timed like there's a cue. You can't miss a beat. In the musical cue, there's twing. If I miss that twing, I'm telling you, I won't be coordinated with the video.
Then it messes up.
It messes up everything. Hey, Baba, it's stressing. I'm telling
I can imagine.
Being a performer, being a musician at the same time, being the videographer at the same time.
And especially performing for a live audience is even more daunting.
There's no cut. Let me start
no
again.
Second takes.
No second takes.
No, Lakin, when you approached Fana for this production, what sort of brief did you give him? What is it exactly that you wanted to achieve?
We really, as UJ Arts and Culture, play in the space of interdisciplinary play. And Fana, who is a long-time collaborator with the University of Johannesburg, was for me the perfect person to help us realize this dream. You know, post-COVID, we've been playing around with how does creativity and technology really come together in an authentic way that allows for the art to still come first, but to allow technology to really hold it. And when we discussed this idea, I said to Fana, there is more that we can do. There's a technology that we can push through. And this comes to the video and what Fana was talking about, the marriage, seeing these screens which almost encompass Fana. There's a scene in the one part of the film where there are 25 Fanas on stage, where that would never have been possible had he just been performing by himself. So we're really excited about this interdisciplinarity and going to the Vrystaat Arts Festival, which for me is a festival that allows for a multitude of audiences to engage. And that's the thing about the Vrystaat. It's on the Vrystaat University campus, which allows for students, general public, children to come and really just enjoy it and expand their artistic palette, if I could say.
Right. I mean, just listening to you, I marvel at this whole concept. And in as much as it might look good on paper, but I'm sure there's different schools of thoughts on this. One could be that, the fusion of technology into traditional dance or into traditional expression of arts, it compromises the very core of their art. And then on the other hand, it sort of amplifies and enhances it. So where do you stand with regards to that?
Well, this is where we kind of playing in an experimental space. And I think that's where true creativity comes from. You've got to play, you've got to figure it out. We tried something,
see what works.
And I said to Fana, I don't know so much about that. And then we try again, and that's the beauty about what we do at UJ Arts and Culture, is that we've got our academic stream, but we've also got our experimental stream, and that's really the creativity and where the groundbreaking work takes place. So I think that level of shift between trying new things, leaning on what is already existing, and leaning into the art and making sure that art is still at the heart of what we do.
Absolutely.
And building the technology around it allows us to progress in such a way where we're not compromising the artistic integrity, but we're also pushing some boundaries.
Right. Now, Fana, can you take us through the creative process and the production, and the direction of this production?
The creative process has been very, very interesting. I think we started last year in November, just talking and then bringing all the artistic team in. And then December, that's where we started going deeper into it. So it was the matter of talking about the first section, and then Jürgen will do the videos. And after doing the videos, we'll talk to the composer. Look at the video, and then the discussion, what kind of music do you want? In fact, the music, we don't usually call it music, but we call it soundscape. It's a combination, like the first thing that you hear, it's an alarm. It's an alarm, and then I wake up. Then you hear the sound of the cars, sound of a shower, sound of... Wow. So we use that to make, what do you call it, to make the soundscape. Wow. And then even the some of the images that you see, we shot them on the green screen, and he edited and then put whatever background we needed. So for me, it's been like super hectic, working from 9 till 4. Sometimes we'll work on Sundays via Zoom because the composer is in Cape Town, Cuba. So we'll talk via Zoom and discuss the piece. It's been a very, very interesting. And for me, it also gave me the platform to understand how video works. Because now I understand. I might be a videographer, I don't know.
You know, Fana, just like every artwork, this production, or a production of this nature, it allows me as the audience to look at it, to allow that story to speak to me in a personal way, in a way that will affect me in my own personal way. So I get a sense that I have to look at it and consume it in an abstract sense. So let's talk about some of the stories that you are telling through this production and the themes that are conveyed through it.
For me, it's really, what's even nice, this production is not all about the video where you have to go into the, but internally, I'm also involved, like internally, emotions as well. It's about the roller coaster of emotions, from being happy, being confused, finding peace, finding love. It's all those things. And then sometimes it's things they are not what they seem to be from the outside. People, they might be looking at us here, sitting here, but there's a lot of work that is happening. There's cameras, there's people, there's 100 people. Yes, it's more like a corporate world. You see someone who's successful, being a CA, chartered accountant, but the work that he does, maybe he doesn't want to be there. He's only there because of the finances. He misses home. So for me, it's the longing to be home, longing to be in nature, longing to find peace, longing to just put my phone there for 2 hours, not look at it. And then be in peace, be in nature, listen to the sounds of birds.
We're out of time, unfortunately, but Lakin, just, I mean, we have to take your heads, our heads off for you, Jay, for having conceptualized this concept.
Thank you so much.
It really is a beautiful concept, brilliant one at that. And how do you envision the future of interdisciplinary collaborations between dance and visual storytelling, especially in the arts?
It requires us all to play together. Collaboration is the bedrock of the work that we do, especially as South Africans. We are groundbreakers in the international sphere, and to continue that work, we need spaces and places where we can collaborate. So the more we can work together, the more interesting work we can do. And at UJ, that is the type of work that we are very interested in.
All right, keep on keeping on. Great chatting to you too. Thank you so much for joining us. Good stuff. Well, that was choreographer and dancer Fana Tshabalala and UJ's marketing manager Lakin Morgan-Baatjies talking to us about Without Limits, which is an exciting performance that fuses dance and visual storytelling.